Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. Today we're going to take a look at a Twitter app called SimplyTweet. It's a simple-to-use Twitter client that allows for background notifications, push notifications, which is great if you are tired of always launching your Twitter client to see if somebody's replied to you. That gets annoying, to be honest, and I wouldn't say annoying, it just really kills your productivity. If you are a person who has something to do during the day, things you need to get done, Twitter often kind of suppresses that ability. So with push notification, you don't have to check Twitter all the time because you'll get notified. So from launch of the app, you can set up your Twitter account. Over here in the More tab, we've got all kinds of stuff that we can use, including edit these buttons and add the buttons that we want down here. So I'll hit done because I like what they've pre-chosen for me. We can have multiple accounts. Hootsuite integration I think is great because I am a fan of Hootsuite. I would talk more about it, but we're not here to talk about Hootsuite. We're here to talk about SimplyTweet, which is a very great Twitter client, as I have noted. So really easy to go and add another Twitter account. I can do that, and then of course check and click on my Twitter accounts to choose them. So let's go back to my friends feed here. We've got, different Twitter messages. I can click on that person and see whether or not they're following me, see all their stuff. What I like is that it's all right there on this home page. When you click on them, you're seeing everything, whether they follow you or not. You're seeing their recents. You get their web address, all of that stuff right from this screen. Not click on this for more, click on whatever, and then we've got all those icons down here below that we can use for sending Twitters, @replies, direct messages, going home, favorites. Then we've got even more here, send public reply, add to saved view, edit note, blah blah blah. We have a lot of functionality in this application. So even though the title is SimplyTweet, which makes you think, probably not a lot of functionality but easy to use, no. Tons of functionality and easy to use, which is what makes a great Twitter client. So I can click on my mentions right here, which are my @replies. If I was to get one right now, it would come through as a push notification if the app was closed. So it's loading those up, times out. You know how Twitter is, it times out sometimes. It's not the app's fault, obviously. Twitter does that. I've been using this app a lot over the last hour and may have even reached the limit of the amount of pings or whatever they're called that I can use. So anyhow, here are my messages. Maybe my mentions will load now. There we go. So we've got my @replies here. I can do a search. I can search by terms, by user, whatever. Click on nearby and get nearby tweets. Once my location, and once it loads that up, then it'll bring in my nearby, the nearby tweeps, or whatever you want to call them, people on Twitter. So, alright, let's go back into more. We've got trends all right here. Favorites, go to a specific user, type in their username. Photos, search for certain words, and it'll go out and search that Twittersphere for the photos. View public, view notes, blocked, edit, save views, miscellaneous. Oh my gosh. So much in one app. The name is deceiving. SimplyTweet, because it's easy to use, but does not cut out on the functionality. So a great Twitter client to have. As those of you who have watched many of my reviews, you know that I've reviewed quite a few Twitter clients in the past. You know that I use Twitter a lot because I'm on there. I'm giving away redeem codes for iPhone apps, so make sure you follow us at Daily App Show, so twitter.com/Daily App Show. And you'll want to do that because I use Twitter to give away lots of good stuff. So really easy here. I can type in my Twitter message, attach an image. I have a URL shortener built in. I could shorten the text, add a contact, a hashtag, insert my location. Gosh, it's just so easy. They even put the pound sign up there so that you don't have to dig for it for using hashtags. It's called SimplyTweet because it's so stinking simple to use. I'm going to continue to use this application. I know those of you who have followed me for a while know what app I've been using, so SimplyTweet, I'm going to put it out there, has replaced the Twitter client that I previously used. The not to be mentioned right now Twitter client, but now SimplyTweet is the app for me. And it should be for you too. So definitely check it out, and we will see you next time on the Daily App Show.